So previously, we were discussing efficiency in the context of the rota. And now that we've planned our operation, we next have to assign drivers to the work. So here we have more of those links in the chain to consider.
Yeah, and there are a few things to consider here. Firstly, the plan is now out of the scheduler's hands and it's with the operations team. And at this point, the operations team could make changes to the plan that better fits their operational plans or their known availability of drivers.
And in doing so, could remove some of the efficiencies built up by the schedules team.
Of course, but it could also improve efficiency.
Yeah, it could, and it brings up another link in the planning phase of our efficiency chain. So actual driver cost against planned driver cost.
Yeah, and changing the plan will obviously create a variance in this relationship, but there are other variables that will also do that.
Yes, pay grades and pay rules is definitely one. So you may have different drivers on different pay rules or pay rates. That in itself isn't a cause for inefficiencies because it's known and you can plan for it. But if an uncovered duty was then allocated to a driver on overtime, when another driver could have done it on the basic rate of pay, then obviously that is inefficient.
Yeah, and similarly, allocating work to a driver who has already worked their weekly minimum, whilst another driver has been paid makeup, is also inefficient.
Agreed. And it's useful here to compare the daily duty actual pay against the planned daily duty pay, because this can highlight inefficiencies in our schedule.
Correct. And if a duty or duties are consistently being paid extra due to late running, we know that our timetables need updating to reflect the real world circumstances.
Yeah, it's also worth considering absences as well as a measure of efficiency. So in one sense, the number of drivers' absence could be a measure of how efficient the management team are at managing absence in general.
But it could also be another measure of the schedules. By analysing patterns and trends in absence, we could find that certain duties or certain duty types are a cause for more absences than others.
If this is true, then duties should be amended in the planning phase to accommodate this. It might mean that duty efficiency isn't optimal. That leads to absences on the day of operation and possibly less spare drivers. So it actually proves more efficient in the long run.
And once again, we see the chain of efficiency. So in summary, duty efficiency does not equal schedules efficiency, and both are part of a much longer and broader chain that will all impact on operational efficiency.
Thanks, Aidan. So today we've explored the planning links in our chain. So links further down the chain will also be impacted by our planning, and I expect we'll see subsequent links feeding back into our planning phase too. So next time we'll be exploring all the links that occur on the day of the operation, and again explore how they are all connected and should not be considered in isolation.